What's up, everybody? I'm back with another volume of Michael's Views. I was inspired. Last Sunday was Father's Day, and that inspired me to speak on a certain subject. There's also a controversy in the news about this young man who had 21 kids, and he's in child support court. So, all the folks, I was about to say black folks, wanted to jump on the bandwagon, and that's a shame, and he trifling, and he just that. And that. I think people never really know these people's stories. And it got me to thinking, my topic today, the 80% rule. Is 80% good enough? You see, I could be considered a bad dad or a good dad. You know what I mean? Because I'm an 80% dad. Not 80% of the time, 80%. I very proudly have 10 children. But I only am involved in the day to day life of 8 of them. All 8 of them were at my Father's Day dinner. And I'm proud to say 4 of them are grown. I've had 2 daughters go to college. And I'm in the house daily raising 4 more. I have 2 sons who are grown and 2 daughters who are grown, who do their own thing. And I speak to on a regular basis, except for the oldest boy. He's a little whack in the head, something wrong with him. But I guess that would make me an 80% dad. So I think those children and their mothers, would look at it one way. And then the other 2 children and their mother would look at it another way. So, if you did one of these TV show calling polls, oh, they trash me. And they'd say he has 10 kids. And then I guess you're on TV, you're a commentator, you're at the news desk, you can't act like that. We're doing our commentary, okay? I guess if you wanted to listen to their side of the story and hear that one side of the story, then you'd agree with them. I'm a deadbeat dad, trash him, he's no good. Or some people would be inclined to ask that question that I've heard asked so many times when these topics come up, like on radio, public radio. What kind of dad was he when you met him? Well, as I already told you, I was raising 4 of my children. My 4 oldest children were raised in my home with me as a single father. So, what kind of dad does that make me? If I'm an 80% free throw shooter, I'm great. But win 80% of my games as a coach, I'm the greatest coach that ever lived. If I'm a rapper and 80% of my records go platinum, I'm good. So, am I good now? How about if I attend 80% of my parent teacher conferences or 80% of the PTA meetings? I think that would put me above par for most parents these days. So, yeah, that was just my question. As an 80% dad, does that make me a bad dad? No, it doesn't make me a good dad. You know. See, people want to say, when you're talking about children, if you lose just one, you're a deadbeat dad or you're a bad guy. But here's my thing. Suppose I raise all 10 of my children to 18 and 2 of them go bad. The other 8, college educated and doing great things in society. But 2 of them become murderers and are in jail for the rest of their lives. I've lost those 2 kids. Does that make me a bad dad? Then people would say you can't control what your kids grew up to be. See, there are choices now that I cannot control. I'm not going to go into on my commentary here. There's so much more to the story. I just felt like, you know, when I heard everybody getting on that young man and you really don't know his life, why his situation is the way it is, that it was wrong. You know what I mean? I don't worry about the people who have negative things to say about me and my 10 kids. If I worried about it, I'd move to Utah and become a polygamist. But lucky for me, I live in a community where you have many girlfriends as you want, many kids as you want. Beautiful thing. I don't subject myself to like so many of quote unquote our people, who want to fit in so much these days. Who want to stand up to the moral standard of this society. It's like everything is we gotta do better and we can't act like that anymore and all these things. So when something comes out and when some negative story comes out about a black man, we all want to jump on. I watched a video on one of the local radio stations about a mother dancing in her underwear in front of her children. And, all of the comments, which to me, it wasn't probably the best video and she didn't make the best choice. I'm not defending her, actually. But the comments were carbon copies. It seemed like they cloned. There were 100 comments and they were all in the same realm. They said the same thing. Everybody wants to be the same. It's our assimilation into society. We're all supposed to be monolithic, have the same morals, the same standards, just be the same. Well, I guess that means you guys got a lot of catching up to do. So I have 10 kids, so you better get started. You want to catch up to me. And that's my commentary. The 80% dad. See ya. Oh, you want to say bye? Say this is Asia. Asia Michael signing off.